Hello everyone, and welcome back to World of Warships Blitz with Terry. Today we're looking at the premium ship that is part of the current event that's ongoing. And I do have her in the press account, so let's take a quick look and if this is something that you're actually be interested in to do and to achieve. This is the Ashitaka. She is an Amagi class battlecruiser. She is a tier 7 premium Japanese battleship. So this means probably the most interesting thing that we can do is let's compare her to the Amagi. Now, the historical Ashitaka never existed. This was the initial name. The ship was later supposed to be named Takao, I think, but she was never built because of the Washington Naval Treaty. And the Japanese had a lot of trouble with their current 8.8 plan. But we'll get into all these details when we're actually reviewing the actual Amagi from the tech tree. So for now, let's just compare the two and see how similar they are. So we are obviously the Amagi here isn't fully upgraded, so you can't directly compare the values. But there are some values which aren't affected by the upgrade. So let's have a look at the armor protection first and foremost. It's exactly the same. Which makes sense, because that's an Amagi class ship. The Amagis are battle cruisers. They are not battleships. These things had a 250mm belt, and it all went downwards from there. They're relatively quick. The historical ones were reaching about 30 knots. I think these ones reach about 28 knots. But they are not very well protected. So these are not your brawler, close range, get your hands dirty sort of ships. They are not extremely well armored. And you can kind of see it if you compare her to, let's say, the Nagato. So the Nagato has a 15% damage reduction and an 80% torpedo damage reduction. The Ashitaka gets 13.5 and 15 respectively. Well, and so does the Amagi. So she's a tier 7 Amagi, which, by all intents and purposes, is a good thing. But where are the downsides? She is reasonably maneuverable. Again, this is my setup, so very similar to what the Amagi's got. Like the Amagi, she has 10 410mm guns. These are the same guns that we had on the Nagato. These are they're actually 400mm guns, because we don't want to break the treaty, but in reality they're 410mm guns things. The Ashitaka gets I think 22-second base reload, whereas Amagi gets a 21-second reload. Otherwise, the guns are pretty much identical. It's the same layout. We get 2 super firing turrets in front and 3 turrets in the rear, and it's the same on the Amagi. Yes, it's the exact same on the Amagi. She gets 16 secondaries in casemates all around the central superstructure area here. And again, this is the same setup as we get on the Amagi. The only difference being that on the Ashitaka, they have a little bit of a better range. But this might be down to elite bonus. We're going to have to check that. I don't think it is, but we might have to check that. The big downside that the Ashitaka gets towards the Amagi is the anti-aircraft armament, because it's basically non-existent. She gets a 46 large caliber. This is fully upgraded. She gets a 46 large caliber AA and an 81 small caliber AA, whereas the Amagi, stock Amagi, gets 200 on both. So you basically don't have any AA, which means that it puts a bit of a dampener on you when there's a carrier in play, and you can't really easily go out by yourself. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't do that in an Amagi either. But Japanese ships are very good at range, tend to be very good at range, and tend to be very precise. So you got to be a little bit careful with carriers. Other than that, well, I like battle cruisers. And having 10 of these monstrous guns at tier 7, rather tier 8, so the same tier as the Nagato. But the Nagato has only 8 of them, whereas the Ashitaka gets 10. This thing gets into tier 6 battles. Can you imagine what you can do to a tier 6 cruiser with these things? So anyway, yes, so that's kind of the trade-off here. It's you get almost an Amagi, basically minus the anti-air. In terms of equipment, however, set her up. Now, this being tier 7, she doesn't get the precise aiming module, so I've gone with turret traverse. If you're wondering what I mean, the Amagi can get this one, the main battery mod 3, in tier 8, but the Ashitaka, given that she's a tier 7, doesn't get it. I've got the turret traverse in the first, and that's because of, well, my playstyle, because I'm playing battle cruisers more on the cruiser side than on the battle side, if you know what I mean. And having a bit better turret traverse is not a bad thing. I have the deck protection modification, which reduces risk of fire. Now, you could go with propulsion mod, but this is kind of my go-to build for battleships these days, just because the amount of HE spammers that you're getting is just ridiculous. Plus, you are in Kaga territory with tier 7. And these things tend to set a lot of fires and drop a lot of other things on you. So that's that. Our third slot is in the steering gear mod, because again, battle cruiser for me is more of a maneuverable cruiser sort of ship than an actual battleship. I play her like an extremely heavy armored cruiser, really. So, and armed. So that's what I've set her up for. In terms of the elite bonus, let's just quickly check that. There are two choices. You can get the standard battleship modernization, which increases hit points, small caliber AA damage, and torpedo damage reduction, which isn't great to begin with. So I decided, nope, screw that. I'm going all out on the guns here. So the main battery gets a bit better reload and a bit better traverse speed, which, given that she has a 22-second base reload, is not a bad choice. Now she gets, again, the precise aiming system, which is kind of standard, but she only gets 2 charges of this. This is tier 7, which means we get 7-minute matchmaking. And I can't get the precise aiming module, so this has a little bit of an influence on the captain build. Again, the Amagi on tier 8, the sister ship, gets the precise aiming, but she gets 3 charges, which is kind of a good set for a battle that you really want. Brings us back here. I have put a tier 7 commander in there, and I would set him up like this. I would get the underwater protection, the torpedo alert, artillery maintenance, victorious charge, all standard stuff for battleships for me. I have gotten the fire supremacy. Now, if I was using this thing as a commander trainer for the tech tree line, I would probably not take this, but take Survivalist instead, because the Amagi already has 3 consumables, or 3 charges of the consumable, which is enough for a battle usually. And you wouldn't need 4. And really having the Survivalist skills on battleships is a good thing, because you can recover a lot of actual hit points that way. So yes, if you want to run a specialized captain build, probably this one. If you don't, but you want to use her as a captain trainer for the main line, maybe go for Survivalist instead. At least that's what I would do. The Generalist in tier 6, because that's a good skill to have. And the obvious choice of Marksman for tier 7 for better for longer duration of the precise aiming consumable. And let's have a quick look. I haven't actually put the historical camo on, and a couple of you have asked me that last time. Like, you're on a press account, why don't you do it? Because I want to play this ship like probably most of you are going to play it. And I don't think everybody who's getting this ship ends up getting the ship out of the event is just having the 3,500 gold around to purchase the historical camo. So I decided, no, I'm going to play this in. And I play her just on Seaborne Assault, which just, it's a standard camo. Just because the Blitz camo looked way too American for this ship. And the Blue Ocean one just looked a bit weird. So, let's have a quick look at the historical camo. Plus hit points, range, yes. Better dispersion, absolutely yes. And torpedo reduction, man, nobody really cares. But the first 3 points are an absolute big yes. So if you get the ship and you really like the ship, it's definitely worth getting the historical camo if you want to. You don't have to. It is perfectly playable without that. But I'm just saying that the bonuses make a lot of sense for how I would play this ship. So how do I play a fast battle cruiser that doesn't have a huge amount of armor, but has a crap load of guns and very good guns? Well, let's find out. All right, here we go. We are bottom tier in a carrier battle. Oh no. On neighbors in domination. What's on the enemy team? There's a Hiryu as a carrier, a Key, and Alabama. Alabama is a dangerous ship as well. King George, a Brooklyn, a Shores, and an Akka. Okay, so I guess the only saving grace here is there's only one destroyer on the enemy team. So let's go. Yeah, what am I going to do? On my team, what do I have? I have an Atlanta and a Shores. Now if I have spawn near the Atlanta, that'd be great, because the Atlanta can just cover me in terms of AA. And I'll just stick with the Atlanta and blow everything away that the Atlanta gets in the way of. If I spawn next to the Shores, I'll take the Shores. Shores is she's no US cruiser, but she has decent AA as well. So, okay, where are we? Okay, we've got Benson with us. Let's go, and of course we've got Shores with us. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with the Shores, and we're gonna A, I'd say, because I'm a fast ship. I'm a fast battle cruiser. And there are two cruisers on the enemy team, so if any one of them pokes their nose out around A-cap, I can put some 410mm shells into them. So that's always a good thing to do with your destroyers. You know, if you're in a fast battleship or a battle cruiser or anything that can almost match them in speed, and with all the consumables, she gets up to 28.9 knots in terms of speed. Okay, there comes the carrier. What do we got? We got one destroyer on the enemy team and it was an Akka, so... If he's there, the Benson should be able to deal with him. And I've still got a Shores with me. Okay, I'm spotted because, yep, the Akka is an A. Okay. And there's the enemy Shores. Okay, let's give him the good news. Shots out. And I'm just going to loop around this island from here. Oh, I think these were a bit... Yeah, he's a bit faster than I thought he was. I'm not quite used to the flight times of these guns yet. And of course, I'm coming under carrier attack. So that's one, that's two, double fire, not yet damage conning it, because there are still two torpedo bombers in the air. And I'm just going to drop the speed out, and I don't know, I can't really do anything against these things anyway. Let's see if I can dodge two of them at least. Yep, taken 4, got a flooding, okay, heal and damage con, and we're almost back up to health again. So that salvo wasn't super successful from the carrier, but... Okay, we managed to push the Shores out because the Shores doesn't want to push into my 410mm guns. Even though probably not everybody really knows what this thing is capable of. But, okay, turn around. Give a bit more lead because these take a little bit of time to get there. The Destroyer is still somewhere. I can't remember where it was. But I haven't seen it in a while. And just be careful in general because, yeah, we'll be spotted from everywhere. There comes the carrier again. Okay, Shores is sticking next to me. Shores can do some AA duty. And I'm going to keep firing at that other Shores over there. And just going half speed. Let's see if I can dodge some... Yeah, Shores overshoots. Let's see if I can dodge some torps from the carrier. Okay, full speed ahead and turn in. That's one bomb drop. That's two bomb drops. My damage con is almost off cooldown. And there's the carrier. Okay, that's why I'm getting so much. I shot something down. I don't know how I did that, but I shot something down. Okay, speed out and turn in. Can I before they activate? No, they got me. Okay, that's another flat. That's fine. My damage con is off cooldown. So I think I managed to dodge a couple of torps, control the flooding, and we're going around this side of the island. But yeah, I've actually shot down a surprising amount of airplanes. I'm really well, pleasantly surprised, let me put it this way, because this thing really doesn't have a lot of AA. Okay, there's the Akka. Akka has decided to not cap B or not to attack me either. So let's keep firing at the Shores. Okay, so our destroyer is hunting the carrier. So hopefully the carrier is going to leave me alone. The Akatsuki is coming around here somewhere. And our Shores is on the other side. Okay. Now, we've lost our destroyer, but that Shores looks very juicy about now. Let's see how that goes. Shots out, and there he goes. Okay, Shores dead. That Akatsuki was moving my way, but I'm not going to deal with it, right? I'm not going to deal with that guy. We've got a full health Shores over there. He can deal with the Akka if he needs to. And so I'm just gonna go keep firing at the carrier, and I'm gonna cap B. Because we're currently 1 kill ahead, and if we hold 2 of the cap circles, that should work well. Okay, there we go. Up there's Aka. Okay, so torps are probably in the water. Let's just turn and dodge those torps, because they're probably going to go where I was heading earlier. Yep, there they come. Okay, can I get a couple more shots on? Carrier seems to be stuck over there. Okay, now Aka is going probably B, but it looks like our ships are in trouble, and we've lost a battleship, and we've lost our destroyer. Okay, Shores can kill Aka if he needs to, but I need to help out over here. There's the Atlanta, and there's a Brooklyn, and there's a battleship. So that Atlanta isn't going to live for very long. And our carrier seems to have gotten himself into a corner. So, okay. Aka takes A. There's a Brooklyn. Okay, we need to help out with the Brooklyn, and we'll see if we can keep that Atlanta alive over there. Okay, shots out. Yep. That's what these guns can do. That's what these guns can do. These things are beauties. Okay, oh crap, there's an Alabama. Oh well, okay, I would very much like to shoot at the Alabama from about this range. But that means the Atlanta is in range of the Alabama. The Alabama is probably just going to blow him out of the water. Yep, he fires at the Atlanta. Atlanta dodges most of the shots. Well done. Okay, now, all right. Nothing for it. Let's go and rush an Alabama, because we're in a thinly armored bottom tier battle cruiser. But I just wanna draw his fire, because he can kill the Atlanta. Atlanta can probably cap C. Oh, some torps. Where did these come from? I didn't even see them. Yeah, but I need to rush the Alabama. This is gonna hurt very much, but yep, ow. But I'm gonna give cover to the Atlanta. Maybe the Atlanta can get it to himself and cover C and cap C. Maybe, you know, like. Okay, screw that. I'm busy. Okay, you keep fire up at the Alabama. Together we can kill this thing. How's the score? We're 40 points behind. 3 ships each. We can still do this. Okay, if I survive this though. Alright, this is not something you do very much in a battle. You only do this about once, because then you're probably dead. Okay, Aka is capping B. This is not good. Could somebody please capture something? Okay, I'm a little busy right now. I need to shoot at the Alabama. He's not getting his rear turret towards me. Yep, he still hurts like crazy, but he's not getting his rear turret. Oh, come on! So close. What's the Alabama doing? What's the Atlanta doing over there? He's not shooting at anybody. He's not shooting at the Alabama. He's not capturing anything. What's he doing back there? Oh, Christ. Oh, ow. Okay. But I'll take you with me. I'll take you with me. Is it gonna be enough? No, it's not gonna be enough. If that... Oh, now he caps. 5 seconds. If he had capped that 10 seconds, half a minute earlier, we could have won this. Anyway. Whew. Well, it was a defeat, but I think we did good. You can't carry everything. Yes, like I said, you brawl like this probably once, and then you're down. Then you're down on your luck. But excellent guns, fast maneuverable ship, questionable armor. Totally my kind of thing. So. I play her like a cruiser. I haven't played the actual Amagi at tier 8, but given how similar these two ships are, minus the AA obviously, I'd say she's certainly a very powerful ship on tier 7 that you can play with these guns. If you get a team that actually plays along and you get some cruiser cover, hell yeah, I like this thing. So yeah, if you're going in for the event, that's what you get if you manage to complete it. So good luck to everybody. And always remember, loot crates are not the way to go about it. But yeah, if you manage to get your hands on her, she's a great ship. She's great fun. So that's it for me today. Thanks everybody. And I'll see you next time. Bye.